wasn't that quite the film? Dramatic turnaround. One of the first videos with the camera. My friends told me to stop clapping. I will never stop clapping in these videos. So, Sonic 3 came out December 20th, and I have thoughts. So, if you didn't know, I just want to talk, before we get into the review, I just want to say the anticipation for this film was through the roof, honestly. Loved the first two films, especially the second one. Loved the second one. That was really good. I think they're introducing more of the Sonic lore and new characters and introducing Super Sonic for the first time on the big screen. That was just incredible. That was bloody amazing. And at the end when Shadow was introduced and I was screaming in that cinema. I wasn't actually. Don't scream in cinemas. Not even when Maria gets shot. I watched all the trailers, all the promotional stuff. Watched this YouTuber called Mason Parkinson would do like news on the film. He's a really good content creator. Check him out if you like Sonic stuff. Yeah, the anticipation. The first trailer comes out. Jim Carrey's back, but he's not playing Gerald. He's also playing. No, he's not. Cut that out. He's not only playing Ivo. Ivo's not only alive. He's playing Gerald as well. Gerald as well. That's a fun twist. What I love about these films is they take the original source material from the game, but they don't just copy and paste the story. They add their own unique twist onto it. And I think that's really creative and really creative thing to do. It's kind of like Sonic Adventure 2, but what if, Gerald survived? So what I'm doing for this video, the first half of the video will be a spoiler-free review, and the second half will be spoilers. So, watch out for spoilers. If you haven't seen this film already, go check it out. It's really good, trust me, just give it a chance. It's the best out of the three, personally, in my opinion. After all the anticipation, all the trailers, Keanu Reeves' Shadow, was the anticipation worth it? And my friends, I am here to tell you that it definitely 100% wasn't. The film was horrible. The film was, before you say anything, I'm joking. Paramount, I want to be on your good side. This film is... Okay, before I say anything... Okay, I'm actually going to get serious now, no more jokes. This film was probably one of my favourite, if not my favourite, video game films and / adaptations of all time. I had high expectations for this film. Blew those out of proportion. Honestly, it was that good. It was that incredible as a Sonic fan. It was really good. And the thing is, when I say one of my favourites, my other favourite is probably Detective Pikachu. Although that was a really great film, really great adapting it to live action. This one just... It's incredible to see how far we've come from ugly Sonic to basically a whole trilogy of amazing Sonic films. This film, just as an adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2, and just as a sequel to the past two films, combines those two elements perfectly. It's mental. The voice acting, phenomenal. Obviously Ben Schwartz, two films coming into this third one, does an incredible job as Sonic. Idris and Colleen as Tails and Knuckles, incredible jobs as well. But what really stood out to me was Keanu Reeves, and I know I'm going to be such a like Shadow Glazer, but perfect adaptation of Shadow, honestly. Perfect portrayal of the character. Obviously, he has a lot of similarities to John Wick. Obviously, Shadow doesn't have a dead dog, he has a dead 12-year-old friend. Voiceover from Keanu Reeves. You could tell that he really tried with this character. I think he said that he was watching a clip of the end credit scene from Sonic 2 when Shadow was introduced. And he felt like a lot of pressure, because obviously it's a huge franchise. People want him to get this character right. There's a lot of pressure on him. And I think he did an incredible job, and I just want to say thank you for, listening to the fans and just doing an incredible job and doing this character justice. Now, we're going to talk a bit about Jim Carrey. Because he's retiring soon, I think they say, having Gerald and Robotnik be a little goofy, it's a bit weird for the tone, because obviously Gerald's lost Maria. It must be a bit dark, but I think for the story it works well. Because Gerald is 110 years old and has been in prison for 60 years? It would make sense that he's lost his mind and that he's gone a bit mental. So is Ivo. He's been on a mushroom planet for like 6 months, nothing but shrooms, I think he would go crazy as well. So it explains all the goofy stuff that they do. And the goofy stuff, it just works. It's just funny. It is just funny. I will not say any of the goofy things they do until we get to the spoiler part. But they do a really good job. I think the makeup on both of them, especially Gerald's makeup and like special effects looks really good. They make him look really old, like a cartoonish way, which I think really works for the Sonic franchise, especially the movie ones, which I think it's just incredible. It's just amazing. It's breathtaking. Now before we move on to spoilers, I will say my theatre experience was pretty good. I got there day one in the UK, 21st. As I went in, I got worried. I'm like, it's the film with Shadow. What if they mess it up? They didn't mess it up. I just want to say to everyone who worked on the film, amazing job, amazing job, everyone. You've respected the source material, and you gave a film that everyone, except for IGN, because of course it's IGN, loves. And you've done a really incredible job, and I hope, basically, keep up the good work. I hope you keep up the good work, and I hope Sonic 4 is just as good. But before we go, so as we were leaving the cinema, they had these on sale, this glorious popcorn bucket. It has like Sonic 3 on the top. Wow, look at that. Whoa, okay, they still got popcorn from like a month ago. Blue popcorn, oh look at that, blue popcorn, wow. I was a bit worried, because I thought, oh, is this going to be disgusting? And I thought, you know what? I'm an optimistic person. I'm a glass half full person. You know, I'll give it a try. No, why? Why is this blue pop? Why? It tastes like dry paint. So now we're getting into spoiler territory. If you have not seen the film and you want to see it, even though it's been like a month, click off. What are you doing? Go watch the film. It's a masterpiece. Peak cinema. Belongs next to the Mona Lisa. It's peak fiction. So what you do, click off. You have 5 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Metallic Madness. Okay, we're just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna lie, when I was in the cinema and I saw the Sonic and Shadow on the moon, they get the 7 Chaos Emeralds and they go Super Saiyan, I lost my mind. Even more than I was when Sonic went Super in the last one. It's quite literally Sonic Adventure 2. It is quite literally a perfect way. They knew fans wanted this. And they added it. They added Live and Learn. They added City Escape. Classic songs into this film. It was incredible. Incredible. Well done, Jeff Fowler. You're a bloody legend, mate. You're a great man. You're a great man, Jeff Fowler. I kind of wish Gerald didn't die in such a cartoonish way. I think they could have used his character a bit like more, maybe in like a Shadow spin-off film. Maybe, you know, Black Doom has to like comes to like take over, like use Shadow as his puppet, like in Shadow Generations, like an upcoming Shadow film, and he has to like they arrest Gerald at the end of Sonic 3, and Shadow has to like go to Gerald and like bail him out, break him out of prison to help him like stop Black Doom and stuff. And I think like Gerald sacrificing himself in like a Shadow film, that would be a great conclusion to his character. But yeah, he died in the most Looney Tunes way. It's literally just like a zap, he's dead. I thought that was a bit weird, but hey. Really good character, really funny. I think pretty good villain how he manipulates Ivo. First of all, I'm going to say Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik. I don't want him back in Sonic 4. I know. He's already said, oh, I want to return as Robotnik. You can return as, because I know it's adapting Sonic CD. We'll get more into that later, don't worry. Please, if you're going to come back as Robotnik, don't come back as the same Robotnik. Come back as like a Robotnik from the future, Robotnik from the past, Robotnik from another dimension, I don't know. Just not that Robotnik that died in Sonic 3. Because, first of all, how is he going to come back? He's on the Eclipse candidate, just... But also, his character had a satisfying ending. You know. He's an egotistical villain, maniac, scientist, who thinks he's above everyone else in the first film. And, you know, he only sees himself kind of like Scrooge from The Christmas Carol. He only sees you know, himself as important and stuff. He ignores the people who care, the person who cares about him, Agent Stone, a lot, and takes him for granted. When he's up in Mushroom Town, goes back, ditches Stone for Knuckles to get to Master Emerald, but Agent Stone still cares about him. It's still there for him. This sounds very weird. Still there for him the whole films until Sonic 3, when he says to Eggman, "Look, Gerald's manipulating you. Shadows told me this on the crab or something." He's like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm with my granddad now. I don't care about you. You don't matter anymore." But then when Gerald finally does betray him, and he realises that he actually wants friends and he doesn't want the world to die. As he's sacrificing himself, he live streams to the whole world and says, like, "I'm dedicating my last live stream to Agent Stone." He's like, "You were more than sick of it. You were a sicker friend." I was like, damn. Because the thing is, it would have been an emotional moment. But the thing, I wasn't sure if he was going to come back or not. So I'm like, do I need to get emotional? But then afterwards, I'm like, yeah, no, don't bring him back. Don't bring him back. Please, don't bring him back. Please, Jeff Fowler, please. I'm just going to say, Shadow's backstory being changed from Space Colony Arc to gun facility. Well, I was in the cinema and I saw, oh, it's not the Arc, and Gerald didn't create him, he came down a meteor. I had an issue with it for like the first 2 minutes, and then watched a couple of scenes with Maria, Gerald, and like Shadow's backstory. I thought, there's a pretty good twist, a pretty good unique way of like twisting it, because the meteor that he comes down in does look like Black Doom and Black Arm's DNA. So they can, and the mystery of where he came from, they can still implement like the Shadow the Hedgehog story with Doom's Eye and stuff. You know, changing the backstory from the Space Colony Arc to the gun facility is pretty good to get to, you know, see a lot of stuff linking back to the 70s. I just want to say, Maria doesn't get shot in the film. I know it's a very sad day for us all. She doesn't get shot. It is what it is. They still do kill her. Don't worry. So the thing is, I wasn't gonna cheer in the film. No, I wasn't gonna cheer in the cinema if she got shot. Just no. I wasn't gonna cheer. No. But I was gonna. I told myself, look, this opportunity won't come again. I'm gonna do a little. Yeah. Obviously, in the film, the gun agent shoots the pipe next to Maria, which causes an explosion, and then she dies. But because she didn't directly get shot, I didn't know when to cheer. So when she was already like laying down and Shadow said like, Maria, and like all the gun agents just surrounded him, I was kind of just like. And I think like there was like a person sitting next to me. They were just. She's just dumb. Well, she didn't say that. She was just like looking at me, kind of like. Must be a Sonic fan. I just hope Shadow's character is still edgy in future films, because at the end, it felt like he was kind of like, you know, had a bit of banter with Sonic. I still want them to have like that sort of rivalry, you know. I don't want them to be like, oh, buddy, oh, we're bestest of friends, oh, yay. No, make them, you know. Make Shadow can't stand Sonic, you know. But yeah, now we're going on to end credit scenes. And before this film, I said to myself, look, it's going to be Amy or Silver that gets introduced. And I really wanted Metal Sonic, and I said, look, Metal Sonic's not coming. He's not going to be in the end credits. And when Robotnik died, I thought, oh yeah, no, definitely, no, Metal's not coming yet. He's not coming to the film universe yet. So imagine my surprise when the end credits scene starts to show up. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm paying close attention. Sonic's in New York, probably going to the Sonic Symphony actually. But yeah, we see behind Sonic as he's looking at the New York sign, we see a lightning bolt, and I'm like, what's this? Well, there's no like character associated with lightning bolts that I know of. And then it goes and it shows Metal Sonic. My eyes widen so much, I'm like, oh, Yes, and it's just that good surprise that you, because I thought surely it's going to be Amy. You know, they're surely going to introduce Amy. And imagine my surprise when I see an army, like really Infinity War army of Metal Sonics, just like trying to. They just all go swing at Sonic, and then we see the Pika Pika hammer, surrounded by pink energy, just taking them all out. And I'm like, two character, Amy and Metal Sonic. Oh my god! But of course, they were going to introduce Amy by this film. Amy's just too popular for them not to, you know, not to introduce. But yeah, I was really surprised that they introduced not one but two characters. I think that was insane. Also, the end credit scene where you see Shadow's inhibitor ring, the second one where you see Shadow's inhibitor ring, you see like Shadow's shoes like step forward and it plays Live and Learn. I was freaking out in the cinema. That was insane. I just whenever they play Live and Learn, I was going mental, honestly, when they play Live and Learn every single time. But obviously, I want to talk about more of the first end credit scene because we all do. Shadow's going to survive. There's no way. He's too popular of a character for them to just kill. He's going to survive. But yeah, Amy and Metal Sonic. Two characters in the end credit scene. Now, they're adapting Sonic CD. Of course they are. Because Metal Sonic and Amy, that's Sonic CD. But I hope they do. I hope they don't make the full story on time travel. I hope they just make it like little time travel elements, not like the whole time thing. So they can set up what Sonic 5, and I'm going to talk about that in just 1 second. But yeah, I'm wondering, since if Robotnik doesn't come back, I wonder if Metal Sonic will have a voice, and if he does, I want him to be voiced by the guy who did Ultron. I think he could do like sentient AI robots really well. I think he would make a really menacing Metal. But obviously, Metal is mute in the games, and he is mute in the end credit scene. So I think they probably will keep him mute. But then again, who's going to be the main villain for Sonic 4? Because villains need personality. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, Amy as well. I'm going to be honest with you. Not the biggest Amy fan, because from what I've seen from the Sonic media that I've consumed, Amy is just mainly portrayed as Sonic's love interest, and I don't think that's a good way to portray, you know, a female character. Just like, oh yeah, main character's love interest, boom, done. And that's really her whole personality from the Sonic media that I've consumed. So it's hasn't really rubbed off me that well. But I think Paramount will do a good job with giving Amy a personality. Now, before the female character in Sonic that I prefer is probably Blaze the Cat, because she has, you know, actually has a personality and stuff, and she's a pretty cool character. Which leads me to Sonic 06. No, I don't want to talk about Sonic 06. No, that's a game where Sonic kisses a human, but I need to talk about Sonic 4, because they're going to implement, since it's Sonic OD, Sonic CD, they're going to implement themes of time travel. And that could very much link to what I believe for 100% certainty is going to be the end credit scene for Sonic 4. Silver's going to, you know, teleport in somewhere and say like, oh, I have to fix this timeline or something. And I think Metal Sonic, he's going to say, oh, Metal Sonic, you know, should have never been created. You know, Metal Sonic is the key to the world's destruction, because he's from a dystopian future and he's like from a post-apocalyptic future. So I think that would be a perfect way to introduce Silver. And also, I think Blaze the Cat's also going to be in Sonic 5 because Sonic 06. Yeah. Yeah, that's really all I've got to say. I'm extremely looking forward to Sonic 4. I hate that it's coming out in 2027. Such a long wait. But yeah, I'm really excited. You've done, Paramount, incredible job, incredible film. For the film's rating, I am going to give it 9.2 chili dogs out of 10. amazing film. It's not perfect. I think the pacing was a bit too fast at the beginning. You know, didn't really have enough. I think Shadow's introduction was pretty good, but I think, you know, with Team Sonic and stuff, it was just moving a bit too quickly. There was just a lot was going on in a short amount of time. I don't think they could have handled that better. But other than that, really good. Smashed it out of the park. Amazing. Well done, Paramount. And yeah, I'll about that pre-write of Sonic 3. That's coming out soon. I've left it a bit late, but it's coming out soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. And yeah, first of many Sonic videos. See you soon. Bye.